Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. The Iraqi refugee crisis is getting much worse according to the UN Refugee Agency. 4.5 million Iraqis are estimated to be displaced within Iraq and abroad. Those who leave the country are facing rough financial difficulties and a deteriorating quality of life, with only 1 in 5 managing to get a job. Iraqis in Jordan talked openly about the challenges they're facing.
We came here because of the war in Iraq, and I came to this centre to strengthen my academic skills so that I can go back to school and become a doctor.
I used to go to school in Iraq, but at the end of the term they killed my brother. I left school and we came here. I applied to a school here, but we cannot afford it. I lost 2 years of schooling.
Iraq will not purify. Even if it does, I want to go back and kill those people who killed my son. Every Iraqi who lost a wife, son, or brother will want revenge.
Iraqi refugees talking about the difficulties they face there. Now, will Turkey's military incursions into northern Iraq jeopardize its long-term security? That was our question of the week this week, and it's prompted a lot of viewer discussion on our YouTube website. Hamza in the US is concerned for the future that Iraqis face. Turkey's incursion into northern Iraq will destabilize what seems as the only part of the country that is stable so far. Bob, also in the US, thinks Iraq faces more dangerous internal threats. Turkey is one of the smallest threats to Iraq's long-term stability. Muqtada is the biggest single threat. He seems to be biding his time until the US leaves. He will assert himself strongly then. Richard in Australia wonders about Iraq's future. Turkey's incursion into northern Iraq will pose a long-term threat to Iraq's security because it undermines any notion of Iraqi sovereignty. A poor precedent is being set. Well, South Korea's first female astronaut's about to blast off into space. Yi So-yeon said she's proud to be the first citizen from her country to fly the International Space Station, following a national competition held by South Korea to select its astronaut. Several candidates underwent training before 2 were selected. Yi was chosen for the mission when another Korean was grounded for violating security protocols. The 17th expedition to the ISS is due to lift off on the 8th of April on board a Russian craft. You can watch this space for further developments. And that's it for this edition. Next week's question of the week is, now that the war is entering its 6th year, how is Iraq better or worse off? Please post a video, mail or email on our YouTube website, and we'll try to get to the best ones on the show. And do keep sending in your questions and comments to point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.